Deep beneath the surface of the Earth, an immense chain of geological activity encircles the vast Pacific Ocean. This belt, known as the Ring of Fire, stretches over 25,000 miles, weaving its way through the coastlines of North and South America, across the islands of Japan and Indonesia, and down to New Zealand. The name itself conjures images of staggering natural power, but few truly comprehend the volatile and relentless forces simmering just below our feet, constantly threatening sudden and catastrophic change. The Ring of Fire is more than just a name. It's an interconnected web of tectonic boundaries, where massive slabs of the Earth's crust, called plates, collide, grind, and slide past each other. It is here that nearly 90% of the world's earthquakes are born, and over 75% of all active volcanoes lie in wait, each holding unimaginable energy. Generations of people have built their homes, their cities, and their dreams along these beautiful, resource-rich coasts, often unaware of the lurking risks beneath them. History is written in the repeated violence of this region. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami started with a colossal undersea earthquake off the coast of Sumatra. Towering waves swept ashore, claiming over 230,000 lives in a matter of hours. In Japan, even with engineering and preparedness at their peak, the Tohoku earthquake and resulting tsunami in 2011 caused massive destruction, triggered a nuclear disaster, and took the lives of nearly 20,000 people. These events, while devastating, are merely a prelude to what the region is truly capable of. Scientists who study the Ring of Fire often speak in terms of inevitability, not possibility. Pressure builds slowly, almost imperceptibly, as the Earth's plates interact. Sometimes centuries pass in quiet, silent accumulation, but eventually that tension must be released. It manifests as an earthquake or a volcanic eruption, sometimes both. When these movements reach massive scales, the consequences can be apocalyptic. Imagine a scenario in which a series of faults along the western coastline of the Americas begins to rupture in rapid succession. Major urban centers like Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Seattle suddenly find themselves thrown into chaos. Highways fracture, skyscrapers sway and collapse, pipelines rupture, and fires ignite throughout city after city. Emergency services, already stretched thin, struggle to reach the trapped and injured as aftershocks ripple through the ground. Even modern earthquake-resistant infrastructure can only do so much when faced with the sheer scale of the disaster. In rural areas, landslides cut off communities, dams crack or fail, and previously tranquil rivers surge with debris-laden floodwaters. Thousands of miles away, the shock waves propagate to the volcanic chains in the Pacific, disturbing magma chambers that have slumbered for centuries. The iconic stratovolcanoes of the Cascades and the Andes, Mount Fuji in Japan, and Mount Merapi in Indonesia, begin to rumble. Ash columns shoot miles into the atmosphere, darkening the sky for days or even weeks. Lava and pyroclastic flows race down mountainsides, overwhelming everything in their path with searing heat and choking gas. Communities that have lived in the shadow of these volcanoes for generations are forced to flee, leaving everything behind in desperate attempts to survive. In island nations, such as the Philippines, Tonga, and Papua New Guinea, the impact is even more pronounced. Coastal cities face devastating tsunamis, walls of water that can overrun entire towns in minutes. Boats are tossed miles inland, and infrastructure is obliterated. The aftermath sees disrupted supply chains, waterborne diseases, and shortages of aid, turning natural disaster into a sustained humanitarian crisis. What makes the Ring of Fire particularly dangerous is its interconnectedness. An earthquake in one segment can elevate risk factors in another, destabilizing volcanic systems, altering oceanic conditions, and even influencing plate behavior half a world away. As one area quakes, another may erupt. The cascade can, in the worst scenarios, seem almost unending. a chain reaction that spans continents and oceans, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. The human cost of such massive movement would be staggering. In a matter of hours, millions could find themselves without homes, fresh water, or medical care. Communications infrastructure, so vital to coordinating rescue and relief, could be severed, leaving regions isolated and vulnerable. Hospitals, already pushed to their breaking points, might be overwhelmed, unable to care for the injured or ill. The death toll could reach inconceivable levels, and the social, economic, and environmental impacts would persist for generations. In the face of such a scenario, preparedness becomes both a responsibility and a challenge. It is difficult to grasp the scale of what the Ring of Fire is capable of. Despite advances in seismology, volcanology, and emergency management, complete prediction and prevention remain out of reach. The best we can do is to monitor the region around the clock. Tremors are tracked, volcanoes are watched for subtle changes, and elaborate warning systems are in place for tsunamis. Countries invest in building codes, hold regular drills, and develop response frameworks designed to save as many lives as possible. Yet, for all these efforts, the magnitude of the potential disaster means that no place is entirely safe, no one fully protected. The Ring of Fire is not just a source of destruction, however. Its dynamic forces create fertile soils that support agriculture, drive the formation of precious minerals, and shape stunning landscapes that have inspired awe for millennia. People are drawn to its coasts and islands, willing to risk living amid danger for the chance at prosperity and beauty. This dual nature of creation and destruction underscores the relationship humanity has with the earth. We reap its benefits and from time to time suffer its wrath. As we look to the future, the challenge is clear. The massive movement of the Ring of Fire will come again, sooner or later. When it does, the world will be tested. Adaptive cities, robust international cooperation, and resilient communities will be key to survival. Recovery will take years, and the memories of loss will never fade. Yet within those darkest moments, we often see the best of what people have to offer: solidarity, courage, and a determination to rebuild. While the next catastrophic event in the Ring of Fire cannot be exactly predicted, scientists are certain it will happen. Our shared task is not just to prepare for the devastation, but to remember that the relentless forces that endanger us are also the very ones that sustain life on this planet. By recognizing both the dangers and the gifts of the Ring of Fire, we can strive to live wisely, ever vigilant, but never defeated.